My mom passed away before I got rich. My business had just started picking up and I'm like, well, Mom, like I'm about to be successful. Like,
For anyone who is in the dark, I'm gonna let you know that every storm runs out of rain. You gotta just keep going.
Let me get my feeling that I need by being able to provide for y'all.
What's going on, family? Welcome to another episode of Dominate the Decade podcast. Now, this is a special edition because this is collaboration over competition conversations. This is where we come together with a group of high-level entrepreneurs who are simply going to spill the tea and give you the strategies that they have been executing in order to grow their business to the next level. Y'all see JD just did the clocking. That's just what he do. So I'm gonna start with you, JD, man. I know we always say ladies first, but I'm gonna let you kick us off. Just introduce yourself to the audience, and then we'll go Kim, and then we'll go Joy, and we'll get this episode started.
Absolutely. Briefly, my name is Jay Dinkins, but y'all can call me JD. Grew up in the Bronx. Fast forward, y'all, just to kick off my life. I got involved in the Airbnb space, was renting apartments and learned how to make some money, and had so many people reaching out to me and decided to teach other people how to do exactly what I did.
So good.
all right. So I'm Kim Perryman. I'm an event planner and a tech founder. Started planning parties for just $275. And I've now scaled the business to 7 figures.
My name is Joy Hunt. I'm a business attorney and a serial entrepreneur, and I now teach entrepreneurs how to structure, fund, and market their business to the bank.
And y'all already know me, the host, Mr. Phenomenal Power. I teach entrepreneurs learn how to start, grow, and scale any business by way of leveraging their credit and create digital products and services, but more importantly, selling one to many. And so we're gonna get into some strategies today to help you guys uncover what has been maybe causing roadblocks in your business, maybe some bottlenecks in order to help you get to that next level. So my first question that I have for you guys, and we're gonna let the ladies go first this time, JD. Starting with Kim and then Joy, then JD, you can go. But what I think the audience really needs to know is when we think about talking about starting a business, maybe growing a business, and I think scaling is even something that we just a whole nother atmosphere, but even just like starting and maybe growing a business, getting to the point to where you can make like $1,000 a day at least, right? Something like that. What do you think a person needs to start when they say, well, I don't know what business I want to start. I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. What kind of business should a person start? And then also, how can they get to the point to where whether they can make maybe $1,000 a day or at least at minimum $1,000 a month?
For me, I would say, what is your passion? What's the thing that you love to do? Like me, when I'm planning events, I love to do it. It don't even feel like work. And then to make some money, I would say create a community, because if you create a community around the thing that you love, get somebody to pay 10 people to pay you $97 a month. That's $1,000 a month, every single month, okay? And you don't have to worry about hustling every single day. This is recurring income.
That's good.
I would say, number one, build a brand. So you can just start with yourself, just show up every single day, but show up just talking about whatever it is that is your vibe, but you're building a brand. Because once you are a brand, you can sell anything. And then whatever you want to sell something, do like a digital product, an ebook, a journal, a training on whatever is your gift. What is the easiest thing that you can do that people always ask your opinion on, and just start there?
I would say not confusing being smart with being able to think. Because a lot of times people are looking to start a business, think they gotta know everything, they have to have all the answers, but it's just your ability to think, which is basically your ability to come up with a solution. And for me, if you can find solutions to any problems, then you create success. The more solutions to problems you have, the more success you create, right? So in my space, right, with Airbnb is people travel, they need a place to stay, right? People will always need a place to stay. So if I have the ability to come up with a solution in any area and give them a place to stay at a good price, I start making money.
No, that's really, really good. And I want to kind of make sure that I kind of stay in that lane of solving problems, but at the same time, solving problems and being able to do it digitally. And what I mean by that is, I think that most people's mindset and thought process is, okay, if I solve a problem, let's just say for my industry, financial literacy, if somebody has issues with their credit, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start a business in credit repair, and then I'm going to go out, I'm going to provide a service, and then I'll get paid some money. So I have to go and work and provide a service to get paid money. But I want to know from you guys, are you actually working and providing a service to make money, or are you making digital money? Now, I'm going to start with you, Kim.
Both. So I always, my thing is, I teach creatives how to make money on your feet and in your sleep. I am an event planner. So I'm going out planning events. I'm teaching people how to do events. I am selling the tools and resources that people need to plan events. I develop a software to teach people how to run their businesses as well. So I'm creating solutions, like JD just said, for every single problem that an event planner has. This is my specialty. It's what I love. It's not even work. Make money every single day. Before I listen, I thank God for waking me up, and then I check that straight light. Listen, Lord, I thank you.
Thank you.
That's good. That's good. What about you, Joy?
Both. So I have a mentorship program where I teach people how to structure, fund, and market their business. I have digital products. I have a grant bundle, courses on how to structure, fund, and market your business. I have a grant software that will help you write the grant. So I kind of do digital and I do service.
Yep. And then JD.
Man, it's crazy because my service is really like digital, right? So it may seem like a service because like people are familiar with Airbnb, right? We do rental arbitrage. So all I do is I'll rent an apartment and then, I'll put some furniture in it, put it on Airbnb. But once I list it on Airbnb, there's systems, there's apps that I use. There's a cleaning team that I use. There's even cleaning apps. There's pricing apps. So all I do is I take everything that I would have to physically do and I leverage the apps to do it for me. So it's a physical service that they're getting, but I'm not physically involved in the service, right? So I just set up everything so it can pretty much run on its own. So I literally I teach people how to make money on Airbnb in less than 20 minutes a day without purchasing a property. Like it literally takes me less than 20 minutes a day to do what I do because I just go on my phone, go on the app, set a code, and I'm done.
Damn.
Nice.
That's good.
And then, of course, once you get good at anything, people want to know, right? There's more people that there's more people that want to know how to do what you're doing versus paying you for service of what you're doing. You get what I'm saying? Yep. So all I do is just teach people how to do the same thing.
All right. So now I want to stay in that. I want to stay in that because there's somebody that's watching this and they're saying, well, hold on, wait a minute. You mean to tell me y'all making like either at least half or majority of y'all money digitally? And if you're doing that, then I want to know how. Like, so if you making majority of your money or at least half of your money digitally, where you're not providing a service, it's digital money where I want to know how. Like, teach me how. Tell me how. Like, what are you doing? And I'll let you go because I know you was already in that mode. So how are you making digital money? Like, what does that look like?
Yeah, it's actually pretty simple. So y'all, just don't overthink things. I think life is a simple sport that people overcomplicate. Okay, getting rich is a simple sport that people overcomplicate. So I teach people you already know how to do what I do, right? For those of you who watching, you either already rented an apartment before or you know somebody who rented it. So you already know what that looks like. So all you literally do is you find a property, like let's say an apartment building in an area where people like to visit. Anywhere there's hospitals, stadiums, arenas, convention centers, popular malls. You rent a property there, right? But before you rent it, it's important that you get permission. You just contact the building and say, hey, listen, my name is JD. I have a company called Luxury Stays. I provide housing for business professionals who travel for work. Do you guys allow that there? If they say yes, then now you rent the property just like you would rent any other apartment. And then you already know what it's like to put furniture in your place, right? You've already done it for yourself, or you've already seen your parents, your friends. You've already watched somebody else put furniture in a place. So you put furniture in a place just like you did for yourself. Once you put furniture, you literally list it on Airbnb. And now the good thing is that you don't have to be good at marketing. You don't have to be good at promoting. You don't have to be a content creator because Airbnb markets to millions of people for you for free. All you got to do is make sure you have the place available. And then once you use the apps, so where now, every time you got a booking, you got to have your cleaning team go over there. Everything is simple. So now you go rent an apartment. Let's just say the rent is $2,000, but you're making, let's say $3,500 a month. You're going to pay your rent. You're going to pay your other bills. And now you're left with about $1,000 a month. All you're doing is renting a place, putting it on Airbnb, taking the money, paying your bills, keeping the rest. Easy $1,000 a month. Probably the easiest $1,000 a month you'll ever make.
That's good. That's good. So Kim, we planning parties. How we making digital money?
So we are creatives. And before you even start with an event, it has to be designed for first. So you can use a tool like Canva. You having an event, Dion, we got to create your backdrop. We got to create your floor wrap. We got to create your party favors, all of these things.
That's all done on Canva.
Yes. So
Oh damn. Okay. I didn't know. I'm just you know what I'm saying? Like, so you saying somebody watching this can create the same stuff you create on Canva and make money.
absolutely. So I can sell this to you. I can make it a template. I can sell it to Dion. Then I can sell it to JD. JD can add his name and his photo. Then I can sell it to Joy if we want to. So you can turn it into a template.
Wow. So you create a document or a template that you can resell multiple times to people. That's crazy.
Sell it, and you can sell it over and over and over. And even like JD just said, right? My very first class, because people be like, I gotta move in another house. I gotta get my back. Man, my first digital product I created like 5 years ago in my house with tablecloths was the backdrop. Y'all thought it was curtains, okay? Smoke detector going off, okay? You know. And I created that product, that class for $25. Over 3,700 people bought it. To this day, when I play that video, people are still taking notes. Oh, I can go where? I can go where? So don't even worry about the people who you like, oh, I'm not smart enough. I'm not good enough. Only focus on the people who don't know what you know. There are still people from 5 years ago who don't know what I was explaining
You said
in that video.
$27.
$25.
$25. 3,700 people.
3,700.
How long ago was that?
5 years ago.
So over 5 years, without doing any work from a product you created, you made $92,500.
Created it one time and it pays you forever.
Come on.
Wow. That sounds like somebody that's going to work a job,
Clock it.
working 12 months. And then the government taking half of your check, so you work half of the year for free. Correct. Oh my gosh. All right, Joy, talk to us. How we making digital money in your industry and your niche?
I sell digital products.
Gotcha.
So I have a grant bundle, and like Kim, when I first started, because I started leaving a toxic marriage. Husband tried to kill me. I had to just pack up and leave, and I needed to pay rent. I had no idea about digital products. I was a brick and mortar girl, and I was like, how do I make an ebook? So I was on YouTube University for about 3 weeks, and on Canva, and it was ugly. It was ugly, right? But I need to pay my rent. So I made this grant bundle, and it just took off, and it has paid over 6 figures in attorney's fees for me. It's that one. Now, of course, I've updated, I've gotten the graphic designer, made it better, but that same concept is just over and over and over again. People are just buying it.
Yep. And I think my added value to that is because I teach how to create digital products. I remember in February of 2022, I launched my first course. And that course I offered for $1,500. And since then, it's crazy because I showed Chris with CMG and my brother, I showed him, I said, about 3,000 people since 2022 bought a $1,500 course. Like, think about that. I created this course, I launched it in February, March of 2022, and like 3,000 people bought it for $1,500. Like, think about that kind of revenue that's been generated from just doing the work one time and getting paid forever, right? So when a person thinks about this, like, here's the question. Being business owners in different industry and niches, do you think that it's easy for a person to, let's just say, pick a niche, and like Kim will always say, get rich, right? Can I just pick any niche that I feel like I'm good at, that I'm passionate about, that I'm purposeful about, and create digital products and start making digital money like right away? Yes or no?
Yes. And if you already have a business, you can add a digital product to be able to expand your reach. So if you're a hairstylist, you could have like how to take care of natural hair, or a product, or a training on how to do boom, boom, boom. So now your bandwidth isn't just your area. You can now reach the US of A. Or if I have a catering company, sell your recipes. Now the world can buy your recipes, and you're still a caterer. So you can make multiple streams of income in your one business by going digital.
That's a fact.
You know what's crazy? Like, the difference between like all of us and a person that may be watching this saying, I don't know how to make a product. I can't have a course. The difference is we just documented the process. That's it. Like, you're probably doing the same thing in whatever field that you're in, but you're not documenting it. You're not taking that and putting it on paper, or putting it onto your phone, or putting it onto an app, right? That's all it is. If you have the ability to document it, there's always people out there that they need to know what you know, right? And you may be thinking, but this person is in that space, but there's so many people doing it. It's oversaturated, right? it doesn't matter because there's people that know, like, and trust you that don't know, like, and trust me. So there's other people that do Airbnb. I'm not gonna say, well, there's a lot of people teaching Airbnb. It don't matter, but they not me, right? My audience is for me, and I don't have a poverty mindset. Like I feel like there's multiple people can exist in the same space, and we can still all make money and get wealthy, right? Because there's people that's gonna say, listen, y'all all teach Airbnb, but there's something about JD. I like how he is with his family, or I like how he has the ability to make things simple. Like my thing is my thing. Right, so don't think just because you see there's a lot of people doing credit that you can't come up with a credit, digital product and sell it.
That's good. And I think one thing that we were all talking about, which I want to clarify this for the people too, because they say like the average millionaire, or let's just say every single millionaire has an average of 7 streams of income. So do that mean that if I'm watching this and y'all telling me to create digital products to make some digital money, I'm just asking. So you mean I should create an ebook on like doing hair if I'm a hairstylist? Then I should create an ebook on like doing credit, because I like doing that a little bit too. And then like maybe I should create a course on like maybe like doing Airbnb, because JD was saying I should do Airbnb, so I'm thinking about doing that too. Like this is what's gonna make you a millionaire, or like I'm just asking your opinion. What gets you to that multi-million-dollar status? Like should I be doing multiple things, or what we doing?
So here's the biggest mistake. They hear that. If I said it like the way you said it, hey, the average millionaire has, and everybody say 7 streams of income, they would say it. But the mistake is that they don't tell you the other part, is that it doesn't mean those 7 streams have to exist in different industries. Correct. You can create 7 streams of income within the one industry that you're in. The key to make a lot of money is just become an expert, right, in that one industry. And trust me, you're gonna have multiple ways. Like even to this day, I'm thinking of other things that I can do to provide value in my same industry. Yes. I focus on one thing. I don't do nothing else. And you know what's the crazy thing is? Within Airbnb, I focus on one strategy. If you want to learn the international strategy, go speak to her.
Yep.
I specialize in what I specialize in.
Teaching only what you know.
Come on now.
I mean, y'all can add, because I just want to know, like, should they be doing multiple things or just one thing?
I would say stay in the same industry. So, but there's so many different layers that you can milk. Just go ahead and like, how do I become the it girl in this, or the it guy in this, and how many lanes can I just map this thing out? And that's how you get that volume.
And that's the recipe, trying to do so many different things. That's a recipe for being burnt out and broke. So that was me in my event space, right? Baby, I'm renting bounce houses. If you wanted me to cook, I'm telling you, because I just needed money, so I'm just doing whatever. Pick a niche and get rich. When I got into event planning, right? What makes sense for me to create a community, for me to do events, right? For me to create a software, a system. I sell contracts, I sell digital product template, all of these things.
That's good, because that's how it was for me when I'm thinking about financial literacy. I'm like, you know what? Let me make an ebook. So I said, let me get one credit ebook. Let me get a business credit ebook. Let me get a manufacturer spending credit ebook. I'm like, let me get a bank funding list ebook. That's 4. Because I don't know who want what.
Correct.
I'm just gonna let you get whatever you want. That's 4. I got my course. I got my community. I got the mentorship. I'm like, okay, that's 7. I mean, I got like 13 different ways that somebody could click a link and buy something.
And you've also opened up who can buy from you. You have low-hanging fruit,
yes.
You got mid-hanging fruit, and you got top tier.
Come on.
So you can hit everyone wherever they are.
Come on.
And then there's people that still, regardless of what we saying right now, they're just thinking, but I can't do that, right? Now watch this. You don't even got to do that. If you leverage affiliate marketing, you can get paid in several ways. Like I said, it goes back to the first thing I said, right? Some people think you got to be smart. You have to have the ability to think. Here's my process. If I do Airbnb, I know for a person to get approved for an apartment, they need to have decent credit. I'm not a credit expert, but he is. So guess what? I'll partner with him and say, hey, can we work out something that all of my students who come in who need help with their credit, if I send them to you, would you send me something back? Just a little bit.
Like 10% type? Or
Just 10%. 10%. I mean, if you want to raise it up, it don't matter. But so now I got that, right? Yep. So now they come in, okay, now they got their credit, okay? Now they may get some funding. Okay, cool. Now, if this person says, JD, I really want to do Airbnb, but I want to do international. I'm going to stay in what I focus on. I go to the international person and say, hey, this is really what I did. Hey, you do international. I got an audience of people who want international. So how about this? Anybody who comes to me who want to learn Airbnb, I'll teach them the basics, but can you provide the international service? Okay, could you just kick me something back? Right? So I literally created multiple streams. There's literally, I got paid. I sent it to you one time. I got paid off of a credit software. I don't do no credit. I'm not a credit expert. And I got paid thousands of dollars from credit software. Why? Because I know in my space, people need credit. So you don't even have to create the product, right? Sometimes if you don't want to be responsible, or you think that you don't have the ability to create it, do you have the ability to promote what people are going to need anyway in the industry that you're in?
Correct.
That sounds good to me. What's crazy about what you're saying is that now that I think about it, I make anywhere between $50,000 to $60,000 a month on affiliate marketing. All I do is, because I know that I got the audience, but I can't serve people in all these different industries. So if they need Joy, they need JD, they need Kim, or they need somebody else, I'm just gonna say, hey, listen, let's partner with all these 1,000 people that I have in my community. What I'm gonna do is, when they need your particular topic or industry, whatever they need, I'm gonna send them to you. And like JD said, just kick me back. And now if you want to be generous and you want to go above and beyond what we agreed to, I'm cool with that. But the reality is that I think that a lot of people are not understanding that, yes, you can start a business and create digital products and make money doing it, but then you also can partner with other people who have a business and digital products, and you can get paid from those industries as well, because they've already created the business, they've already created the opportunity, they've already created the digital assets. If you send people to me, I'm willing to pay you for sending people to me. And now it's like you really kind of got a business that you don't have to own and operate.
Correct.
You're partnered with somebody else who has the business already. And so this is just, again, multiple streams of income. So not only do you have your 7, 8, 9, 10 in your particular industry or niche, but then now you got partners. So you might end up with 20, 30 streams of income, but you don't have to be the expert. And I think that that's where a lot of people go wrong, where it's like you want to do hair, then you want to be a truck driver. It's like, damn, you driving trucks Monday through Friday. You doing hair on the weekend. You doing nails Sunday only. It's like, girl, you have to pick one thing, focus on one thing, drive that thing home, become the industry expert at that one thing.
You can multitask, but you can't multi-focus.
You cannot, listen, I'm trying to tell you. So the reality is that the people need to understand that they need to focus. And I think that when you can have somebody that can help you learn how to focus, I think that that's what helps people like really execute at a high level. So here's what I'm thinking. And I got some more conversation for y'all, but I'm thinking we need to get together and we need to do something where we can all get together and teach people what we all do at a high level. Because listen, I mean, we talk about a new year. Everybody always saying new year, new me. Okay, well, when is it gonna be a new year, new me? Because baby, you've been saying that the last 18 years, and we ain't seen the new you yet. And I think that what's missing, that missing piece is just having a coach, having a mentor, having that guidance. And I think that that's the GPS that everybody needs. And so I'm gonna ask y'all here in front of everybody, can we get together and hold a virtual class where we're gonna teach these people how to be an expert and execute in our niche, and we'll come together and we teach them.
Absolutely.
I like that. Clock it.
Clock it. We in? Everybody in?
I'm in. Let's do it.
Okay, cool. All right, so now here's the question. If we're gonna do this and we're gonna teach people all together, and I'll start with you, Kim, and we'll go around. My question is what are you gonna teach the people, and how are you gonna help them make at least $1,000 a month in your industry?
Okay, so I'll teach them how to get their systems together. I'll teach them how to create a digital product as well.
That's good.
So they can make money on their feet and in their sleep.
That's good.
I'm going to teach them how to structure their business. I'm going to teach them how to brand and market, because you got to be able to sell the digital product. Once you get there, I'm going to teach them also how to get some free money for their business.
Yep. And I think, like, to piggyback off of what both of you guys said is for me I already teach digital products, and so I'm going to piggyback off of that. But more importantly, I think what a lot of people say is, okay, well, now I got this digital product, Dion, but how I'm gonna get people to buy this thing? I'm going to teach them how to package it up and sell it one to many. Because it's like, okay, it's cool. You can you create an ebook for $7, $8, $10, or whatever the case may be. That's cool. But then it's like, if you sell one a week, that's $40 a month. That ain't going to keep the lights on, baby.
Correct.
So the reality is that we need to learn how to sell 100 a month. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I could sell 100 items a month at $20, $30, $40, now we cooking with Kaya, and we got some motion. We got something going on, right? And so the reality is that I want to teach them how to sell one to many, and I'm going to teach them how to create digital assets, piggybacking off of them as well. But then I know that, JD, you have something that you can provide from a value perspective as well for the people.
Absolutely. So one of the hardest things people think about when it comes to Airbnb is how I'm going to find a building that's going to let me do this, right? Airbnb is dead. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you how to leverage Airbnb friendly buildings. These are buildings that actually partner. They have a partnership with Airbnb, and they say, hey, listen, as long as you can get approved for an apartment, you can do it. So you don't have to worry about coming up with a clever script or being nervous about calling the building or getting permission. Literally, I'm going to show you how to find these buildings that already have a partnership with Airbnb. So all you got to do is apply for the apartment, and then you can leverage the building staff. Like literally have, when people are coming to check in, there's people that, hey, do you need help checking into your Airbnb? You don't have to hide. It's not illegal. You're literally working with buildings that have a collaboration with Airbnb. So I'm going to teach you guys how to do that. Super simple, super easy. Once again, less than 20 minutes a day.
That's so good. And so just a couple more questions in closing I got for you guys is, when people are watching this and they look at us and they say, well, dang, you know, you guys are successful, you're making all of this money. I wish I could be you. Here's my thoughts to that. My thoughts is no, you don't. Because if you knew what I had to go through to get where I'm at now, you would be like, oh, nah, Jesus, I'm good. Don't worry about it. Just, you know, cancel my ticket to become a millionaire. Like, I don't want that. So then the question that I would have is, what did you really have to go through to get to where you at today? Like, was it easy though? I'm just asking because this is what they looking at. They looking at us and they saying, boy, if I could just be you for a day, if I could just take your bank account for a day, I just want to experience what is it like to be you. And I know for a fact that when I get to tell my story, people are like, hell no, I'm out. Don't worry about it. I'm cool. I don't want it. So my question is do people really do they really want this? Or is it what does that look like to uncover who you are to get to where you at now? You know what I mean? We can start with you, Kim.
No, it wasn't easy. So before I knew it, I had 2 kids. I'm in an abusive relationship, 10-year abusive relationship. And it was tough. Left that relationship. I remember listening to Stormy Wellington one day say, you are not a tree, you can move. Like, you're not a victim. And I was like, you know what? I can move. And so I just started getting myself together, right? My credit was tore up. First thing I did was moved out of my bedroom into another bedroom in my house, because my bedroom, the windows cracked, all of this from, you know what I mean? Just so much, it reminded me of that situation. Moved into that other bedroom, started getting my credit together, checking it every day like it's Facebook, checking Credit Karma every day. You know Credit Karma gonna tell you credit 900 now, right? And then I started just focusing more on my business, and I really started attracting all the goodness that I deserved and I desire. When you change your mindset, you really start changing your money.
Come on.
All right? Got a good man. Y'all
Come
just
on.
got engaged.
Come on.
Yeah, I love it. Shout out to my boy T over there.
Hey, T. Hey, T.
So it wasn't easy, but you got to realize that God has given you a gift. You not a victim. Move.
So essentially, your current situation is not your final destination.
Not at all.
Okay.
We have all went through it. We all got 1,000,001 reasons why we shouldn't be right here.
Yeah, that's good.
My question would be, if you're in something that's hard, why do you want to stay there? So I found myself, the analogy I use is, you know how when you put meat in a trash can and it's out in the sun and it spoils and that slime on the bottom, that's where I was. That's where I found myself. On the slime on the bottom of the trash can, left everything, mansion, Rolls Royce, just a fabulous empire, and had to just grab some stuff and leave.
Yeah.
And then ask my mom for rent, embarrassing,
Right.
and have a son looking at me. And besides all that, I was just drained, broken, toxic marriage, abusive, I said, I have to get myself first. I have to get myself together. So the hard part was starting all the way over and not even knowing where to start. So if you're just trying to start somewhere, just start. Like, you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what's going to work. There is no Google that's going to say, hey, do this and then do this and then do this. You got to just do everything that you know in your willpower to do, and God's going to show you what's going to stick. So I just turned my phone up, started giving out business tips, and on accident, I talked about a grant, and my DM blew up, and I said, ding, 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 I'm going to make a grant bundle.
That's good. I'll let you go, JD, and I'll go after you.
So, yeah, of course, I've been through things. You know, I'm the person that tried to do everything right. I went to school, got the degree. I worked 2 jobs for 7 years. After 7 years, I'm still living check to check. I'm still broke. So I got involved in network marketing. This is in 2013, got involved in network marketing. Within 2 years, I'm making more money doing that than I am working both of my jobs. So I left the jobs. I felt like I was going to do that forever. And literally within a year or so, I started to experience a bunch of different things, right? Like, me and my wife, we was having our first child together, and we suffered a stillbirth, right? So this is about 8 months into the pregnancy. We lost the child after she had to deliver. I ended up starting to drink a lot, had multiple DWIs, had to go spend some time in jail. Literally 2 weeks after coming out of jail, my father passed. And I remember being in my kid's bathroom, just looking in the mirror crying because I had no idea what I was going to do. Right. And I went through all of that. And then I go from that to, finding a mentor. And literally within, from that point until about 3 or 4 years later, I've made over $1 million in Airbnb. I've made millions of dollars teaching people about Airbnb, and my life has changed. But I don't like to tell people about problems without giving solutions. So I'm going to give you guys exactly what it is that you can do to change your situation. And it's really simple. Everybody can do it. And it's just getting access to information, just getting access to people that can teach you what you don't know. And I know people are sitting here thinking it can't be that simple. Like, JD, it's gotta be more. Well, you're being deceived, right? Like one of my mentors said, he said, would deception be deception if it was obvious? Meaning if you were being deceived, you would be the last one to know. So I'm telling you, it's just getting access to certain information, and you think it can't just be that. And I'm telling you, just even like, this is my mentor, like just connecting with my mentor and him saying, hey, you should do this. Wasn't nothing big, just quick fine tunes. It allowed me to change my situation. So if you have the ability to just get around people who can see what you can't see, AKA mentors, then everything changed for you. Because the only thing you're missing is just information, little tweaks in your life.
That's good. And my added piece is, I feel like the road to heaven, which is where we at right now for all of us, is straight through hell.
Amen.
So then the question would be, if you feel like you're going through hell right now, why would you stay there?
Correct.
Like, why are you okay in being comfortable, being content? And you're like, well, Dion, it's just hard as hell. Well, okay, well, hey, listen, being broke is hard. Being rich is also hard. You have to choose your heart. Which one do you want? Like, ain't no secret recipe to success. It's just all in the work that you are willing to do. And I think that most people don't understand that all work works. And if you work on yourself, and you work on your business, and you work on strategies, and you work with a mentor, eventually it will work. But also, if you don't work, it won't work.
Correct.
This is just what truth and reality looks like. And so just wanted to give you guys that encouragement and understanding and motivation that I think that everybody needs, because you guys look at successful entrepreneurs, individuals, and you say, well, I want that, but you don't really know what comes with that, right? And so in closing, here's what I want to ask you guys. I want to ask you, what is one thing that I did not ask you today that you want the people to know about you? And I'll start with you, JD. We'll go Kim and then Joy.
Man, I literally just enjoy my life, man. I'm probably one of the happiest people you're gonna see. And if I could give you everything, if I could give you something, I wish I could give you the feeling that I have when I'm living the life that I'm living today. Because if you had this, if you could feel what I feel, you would do whatever you need to do to get exactly what you deserve. When you get this feeling, when you know, y'all, literally, as soon as this camera's off, my wife is on the way. I'm getting the car. We going over to Miami for a few days. My wife, she said she got to go somewhere. I said, oh, don't worry about it. We put you up in a nice hotel. When you going with your friends or whatever, like having the ability to care for my family and to provide without having to overthink about it, without having to look at my bank account or go to the restaurant and read the menu from the right to the left, check the prices first and then look and see what you can eat. Like the feeling that I have, and that's what people, they're like, oh, you doing too much. No, let me get my feeling that I need by being able to provide for y'all. This might be for you, but it's for me. Because I get happy when I take my whole family, we sit at that table and the check comes straight to me. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna take care of this bill. So if I could just y'all, I just want you to grab this feeling that I have. I can't give it to you. I wish I could, but you're gonna find it one day and you're gonna understand exactly what JD was talking about.
Talk to us, Kim.
For me, I would say, people ask me a lot of times, like, why you go so hard? Why you grind so hard? Like you done move, you got your house, you got your car. But my mom passed away before I got rich. And I remember her being on her deathbed. And I'm like, my business had just started picking up. And I'm like, well, Mom, like, I'm about to be successful. Like, you need to fight this cancer. And she was just like, I know. And a lot of times we feel like we just got forever to do what we want to do, but we don't. When my mom passed away, I started doing everything. People kept asking me, Kim, when you gonna do your class? I did my class maybe a month later. And I've been on go ever since, because I know that the quicker you get to your dream life, the more time you have to spend it with the people that you love.
Talk about it.
Ain't nothing better than me being able to be JD. I got that same joy. Like,
Come on.
thank you, Lord. Like, there is nothing better, honestly, like, for me to be able to be at my kids' games, running up and down the court, screaming like a crazy lady, and like, we can leave there, and my kids be like, can we go to the store? Can we go out to eat? Like, just being able to, man, we have came such a long way. So that's just joy. I just thank God, for real.
That's good. That's so good. Well, Joy, talk to us, Joy.
For anyone who is in the dark, I'm going to let you know that every storm runs out of rain. You got to just keep going, because once you get through that dark, there is joy on the other side. But it's going to take everything out of you just to get out. But if you fight through, you will get to the other side. The 2025 has literally been my best year ever. Financially, emotionally, friend-wise. It's just, if I could just pull this out of me and throw it on the camera, y'all can just pick it up. When you finally get out of whatever you're stuck in, it is worth sacrificing everything for. My son up there doesn't want for anything. You want an electric bike, you want a DoorDash, candy. I mean, he has $100 a day DoorDash bill, right? Oh yes, he's doing Slurpees to come. I'm like, you at 7-Eleven on DoorDash, but it's like I can fly my mom in every weekend and watch him as I come. I'm just being able just to do whatever you want to do on your own, independent of anyone, as you are still going through a divorce, is a priceless feeling. So I was telling anyone going through a dark, get yourself up and fight through, and get around some people who believe in winning.
I mean, well, my added piece is, man, I never thought that life would feel this great. I remember the people who counted me out, and now they realize that they cannot count. And then I was talking to my brother earlier, and I was like, bro, if you want to get revenge, make it success.
Correct.
Like, just make it success. The thing that people hate the most is watching somebody else become successful when they was once your friend and now they talking about you. And talk about you behind your back. And then watching your stories and not liking nothing. Scrolling past as if they don't see what's going on. So if you want to get revenge, I think that success is definitely the best revenge. And like you guys said, if I can take what I feel and my thoughts and how I'm able to provide and protect for my family, like you said, my daughter and my son, they got American Express unlimited credit card. I'm talking about Uber Eats they don't even need directions to my house no more at this point. I'm talking about breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They had high school swiping that thing on the vending machine.
Yes.
I mean, and it's just like, but the beautiful part is like, they never get denied. I mean, my mom used to ask me, I said, Mom, I'm hungry, I want some McDonald's. My mom used to say, you get McDonald's money? And I'm like, what? I'm 9.
Right.
Well, what money Mama, I ain't got no money, right? And so now when my kids ask for McDonald's or whatever it is they want, they got their own credit card. They can just go get it. And then I take care of my mama, who used to ask me, do I got McDonald's money? And I just bought her a house and shit. I want a fence. I got dogs and I just bought her a fence. And she like, yeah, $6,000. I'm like, well, get the fence. I don't care, Mama. It don't matter. It doesn't matter. I want everybody just like y'all to have the same feeling of it don't matter.
Correct.
But the reality is this. If you want to be able to spend without looking at your bank account, you got to be able to work without looking at the clock.
Amen.
So the work is always going to work.
Always.
So what we're going to do is we're going to come together as a unit and we're going to teach people for 3 days and we're going to break down these strategies. We're going to give them the information. We're going to give them the game. We're going to give them everything that they need. And here's what I would say. I would think that we would be remiss if at the end of those 3 days, we're going to give people an opportunity to get coached by us, to learn from us. for an extensive period, because the reality is that, oh yeah, it's new year, new me. Okay, well then show me.
Right.
If you really want to become a new person, you're gonna have to learn new information, new strategies, new concepts, and new ideas in order to become that new person. Because baby, listen, old keys don't open up new doors. You're gonna get locked out. So if you want to finally like do what you need to do to live the lifestyle you want to live, I'm just telling y'all while y'all watching this, you better clock in, so you don't have to spend the rest of your life locking in. Clock in and lock in, or spend the rest of your life clocking in. It's just as simple as that. It's your choice. It's not ours. So we're going to put the link in the description so you guys can come spend some time with us, learn from us, let us love on y'all the right way. And listen, family, that has been another episode of Dominate the Decade podcast, collaboration over competition, conversations, y'all. Like, we talk about bringing high level people. Y'all heard how high level they was, and they willing to get back to y'all and love on y'all. So listen, until next time, I need y'all to take what y'all learned today. I need y'all to apply it to y'all as individuals and apply it in your business. And while you're doing it, I need you to love on the people, but more importantly, I need you to keep God first.
Amen.
Peace out.